Okay, this is our Unit 5 project by Michael, Su and Connor Curran.
Nikhil A wanted to build a house out of Legos. He started with 50 bricks, then had 80 the next day, and 110 the day after that. Then Nikhil A's arch enemy came up. Nikhil D. Ha ha! You think you can build a Lego house better than I could? I will build a Lego house faster than you, and I will start with a smaller amount of bricks. The two made a bet. Whoever built a house containing 200 bricks faster would win. Nikhil D increased his house by 50% of the bricks he had the day before. Nikhil D started with 20 bricks. Let the fight begin. Alright, so from this graph right here, you can see that Nikhil A made it to 200 before Nikhil D did. Alright? Why is this? Let's look at our rules. Nikhil A's two rules are: start is 50, and now plus 30 equals next. His other rule is y equals 30x plus 50. And Nikhil D's rules are: start is 20, when now times 1.5 equals next. And also, y equals 20 times 1.5 to the x power. Now, what goes to that x? That's the amount of days. So you can plug any amount of days, and then you can find out what y is. And y is the amount of bricks. Same with Nikhil A's problems. You just plug in the numbers for the variables that you know, and then you can solve the problem. Okay, so now let's look at our problem. When do you think Nikhil D will build a house out of 1,000 bricks? Well, we can plug in our equations, or what I'm going to do is use a calculator. Right here, you can see that we plugged in the equation and our y equals option in the calculator. After we go to table, we can see this. We can see that Nikhil D reaches 1,000 bricks between 9 and 10 days. 9 and 10 days. For a quick bonus question, after 15 days, how many bricks will Nikhil A have? In the y equals option in our calculator, we plugged in the rule for Nikhil A. We can see that after 15 days, Nikhil A has a brick with 500, it has a house with 500 bricks.
Okay, this problem says Matthew Pott has a cockroach problem, and he wants to get rid of the cockroaches as quickly as he can. His mom suggests to use killer bug spray, which kills 5 cockroaches per day. Meanwhile, his brother suggests to use super killer bug spray, which kills 15% of all cockroaches each day. He starts off with 50 cockroaches. Okay, I got it. Okay, so problem number 1 says write a now next rule for his mom's plan. So he starts off with 50 cockroaches, and his mom wants him to use killer bug spray, which kills 5 cockroaches per day. So in math, one way of getting rid of something is to subtract, and she's suggesting to kill 5 cockroaches per day. So that means that the rule would be next equals now minus 5. Our start value would be 50. Problem number 2 asks us to write an explicit equation for his mom's plan. So his mom's plan is linear because it doesn't vary in values, goes down at a constant rate. So to write this, we would do y equals negative 5x plus 50. The 50 is the start value, and when you're doing an explicit equation, you're multiplying a value by something. So in this case, it would be negative 5 multiplied by the day plus 50, because 50 is the start value. And if you're wondering why it's negative 5x, it's because it's decreasing, not increasing. So therefore, the value is negative. Problem number 3 wants us to write a now-next rule for his brother's plan. And his brother suggested him to use super killer bug spray, which kills 15% of all cockroaches each day. And his brother's start value is going to be the same at his brother's plan start value is going to be the same as his mother's plan start value because the number of cockroaches in his house is going to be the same, like when it starts out. Okay. So to set up our rule, we would do next equals now times 0.85. The start would be 50. Okay, now you're probably wondering why it's you multiply it by 0.85 instead of 0.15. Because it is okay. It does because the super killer bug spray kills 15% of all cockroaches, but we want to find how many cockroaches are left. So 15% are killed, then 85% will remain. So that's how we get 0.85. For problem number 4, we are asked to write an explicit equation for his brother's plan. And with this type of data, the explicit equation would be along the lines of y equals a times b to the x power. Okay, so based on the data, his brother's plan starts with 50 cockroaches. So 50 would be the first value, and then the rate of change would be 0.85 and then to the x power for the amount of days. So, that would be the explicit equation. Question number 5 asks us to create a table for each plan. So we first have to create the table for Matthew's mom's plan. Her plan starts with 50 cockroaches on the first day, and then it kills 5 cockroaches per day, which means that you're subtracting by 5. So there would be 45 on the first day, 40 on the second day, 35 on the third day, 30 on the fourth day, 25 on the fifth day, 20 on the sixth day, 15 on the seventh day, 10 on the 8th day, 5 on the 9th, and 0 on the 10th. Meanwhile, for his brother's plan, it also starts with 50. But however, it's we're multiplying by 0.85, which means that 50% of all cockroaches are being killed each day. So if we multiply by 0.85, then day 1 would have 42 cockroaches remaining. Day 2 would have 36 cockroaches remaining. Day 3 would have 30 cockroaches remaining. Day 4 would have 26 cockroaches remaining. Day 5 would have 22 cockroaches remaining. Day 6 would have 18 cockroaches remaining. Day 7 would have 16. Day 8 would have 13. Day 9 would have 11. And day 10 would have 9. For question number 7, it asks us, based on the graph in the table for Matthew's mom's plan, what is the total number of cockroaches killed on day 5? Okay, so I used the calculator and I plugged in the equation on y equals, and then I went to the table and it lists out the values for the first 5 days. So all I have to do now is to add them up. Okay, once you've added up all the values, you get 225. So, therefore, the answer for question number 7 is that her plan kills 225 cockroaches. Okay. Okay, question number 8 says, according to his brother's plan, how many days will it be until Matthew only has 2 cockroaches left? So I put the equation in y equals, and the equation for his brother's plan was y equals 50 times 0.85 to the x power, and then once you type that in, and then you have to scroll down until you see where there's only 2 cockroaches left, and you can't have part of a cockroach, so the answer is 18 days until he only has 2 cockroaches left.